Hello and welcome to your very first tutorial video on HTML. I am Hamza and I'll be going through this journey with you. Okay, so if you are watching this video, I'm pretty sure you know what HTML is, or you have some idea or knowledge on what HTML is about. Okay, so but then for the benefit of those who don't know what HTML is, HTML is a language used for building websites, web pages, yeah. Hypertext markup language. It is basically the language for producing contents on your web pages. Okay, so anytime you visit a web page or any website, okay, anytime you visit any website, the contents you see on the website, they are all produced using HTML. So when you go to my site, for instance, Dribonally, the contents you see here, every image, text, button, everything you see here was produced using HTML. Okay, everything you see here was produced using HTML. As for the styling, the positioning, and then the color, that one is produced using CSS. But then for this particular playlist, we'll be looking at HTML. Okay, we'll be looking at HTML. So in this video, or in this playlist, the app we are going to be using for writing our code is VS Code. Okay, you can just search online for VS Code and then download it. See, VS Code, and then you just download it. It is available online for free. Okay, so you just go to Google, search VS Code, and then download. I would also be posting the link in the description below, so you can just access the link from there and then download VS Code, and you'll be ready to continue watching this video. Okay, so after you've downloaded the VS Code, what you can do is or what you have to do is set it up. Okay, there are other editing tools or apps you could use for writing your code, but then with this particular tutorial playlist, if you want to follow along well, I would recommend you use VS Code. Okay, so yes, after downloading and installing your VS Code, the next thing you have to do is set it up. Okay, so first of all, I want us to create a folder on our desktop or anywhere at all you want. Okay, just create a folder where you will be keeping all your files, like every work you will be doing. That is where you are going to be keeping them. Okay, so just create a folder, give it whatever name you want. I'm going to name mine HTML tutorials. So after creating the folder, you just open your VS Code. Sorry about these pop-ups. I was working on something, so we only need one box. Okay, we only need one box. Okay, so after you've downloaded and installed your VS Code, this is basically how it is going to look like. So the first thing we did was to create our folder. Now we have to open our folder from the VS Code, and that is very easy. You can see it over here, the shortcut for opening a folder, or you can just go to your file, open folder, and then you select the folder you want to open. So mine is on the desktop, HTML tutorials. I select, and then now my folder is opened, as you can see over here. So I said earlier that we are going to be dealing with HTML for this particular playlist. Okay, so the next thing we have to do is create a file. which we would be using to write our code. So creating a file too is very easy. You just move over here to this button which says new file, so you just click on it, and then over here you give your file whatever name you want. But then with HTML, anytime you access a website, for instance, this website here, Tribunally, this is our first page which shows up anytime we access the website. So there is a way of telling the web browser that this is your first site or your first page. Okay, and HTML does so using or by giving your first file a particular name. Okay, and that name is index. So you give your first file the name of index. Okay, and then after the name you want to give it, you add an extension of .html. You add the extension of .html. So whatever that comes before the dots, that one you can choose whatever name you want, but then make sure that anytime you are creating a website, you always have your index file. That is the page the browser is going to access first. So you give your very first page the name of index.html. Apart from that one, you can give whatever name you want to any other page you'll be creating. Okay, so we give it the name of index.html, and then we go ahead to just press enter to save and open our index.html file. So now VS Code is set up, our file is open. So now our file will be saved in the folder. Okay, so now our file is open, then we are ready to type some code. So yes, that will be it for this first tutorial. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and then to subscribe. See you in the next one.